back to NBA 2K16. Today we're gonna be playing as the Hawks, and we're gonna going against Orlando Magic. Here we go.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the Orlando Magic playing against the Atlanta Hawks at Phillips Arena. With a little bit of time here before tip-off, I'll kick off a topic. Defense, as we know,
having a nice weekend, yeah.
Can you talk about the hallmarks of a great
it's
defensive
pouring
game?
outside,
well, first
isn't
there
it?
has to be an anchor in the back.
It was pouring
If you have an
outside.
anchor in the back, then all of a sudden you can start with containing the basketball and denying those open lanes, because you know if they try to get to the rim, the anchor is back there. And after that, it's all about getting your hands up and making sure you contest every single shot.
And your anchor has to be a great communicator. He has to talk.
But let's get to it. Thankfully, I'm home now.
We are at the sold-out Phillips Arena. We've got Orlando taking on the Atlanta Hawks. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So on the floor for Orlando, the backcourt is Payton and Oladipo. Gordon and Vucevic together in the post, and it's Fournier in at the three. Now Payton, following the miss by Paul Millsap from deep. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Explosive leaping ability.
Oh, that was pretty. And he just has that, Clark, that effortless knack for getting inside.
And guys, how about how fearsome he is at times? I mean, you'd hate to be the guy tasked with guarding him.
So the Orlando Magic able to put the first points up on the board. Here's Teague. Rebounded by Vucevic.
And as good as Vucevic is on offense, guys, he's doing everything he can to catch up on his defense. Huge size and wingspan works to his advantage, although the subpar athleticism hinders him a bit. But, for example, he's averaged less than 1 block per game for his career, mostly because even though he's a 7-footer, he plays well below the rim.
The Magic shooting their first free throws of this game. And to Vucevic's point, big problem throughout his career has been getting into foul trouble.
Yeah, it's tough. He's aggressive and sometimes out of position. Coaches are asking him to be aggressive, but he has to learn how to do that without fouling. That's the next step in his progression. And some of it is anticipation, so you're not in position to foul.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
And Oladipo kicks to Payton, passes it to Vucevic. Feeds it to Oladipo. On the wing, Gordon. Shot clock at 6. Payton drives in. Rebounded by the Hawks. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yeah, earlier I spoke with Scott Skiles. We talked about the keys to this game, and he singled out Paul Millsap as a player they've simply got to be mindful of. Coach told me he's always been an energy guy, someone you have to locate and box out every possession. But he's developed his offensive game to the point where he's more than just a hustle guy. He's also a scoring threat now, and a guy we can't leave open. They'll be watching him, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
And it's blocked by Gordon.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
And Oladipo kicks to Vucevic. Payton against T. Here's Vucevic. Cannot hit. Good work defensively by Horford.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
11 feet away. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
And Scott Skiles has been around the league as a coach for a while now. Coming home to...
Wait, okay. Let's just go to options. Wait, okay, options. Okay, controls.
Where he played most of his career here in Orlando. And at times, he can be a demanding coach.
Now here's Payton. The feed to Oladipo. He dishes it to Vucevic. Count it from 12.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
And Greg, you're right. Skiles is what, we'd call a no-nonsense coach. Makes perfect sense when you think about the team that now Clarkie's going to go coach in Orlando.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he was great at developing players, and that's exactly why the Orlando Magic hired him. Plays with an edge, but he develops players quite nicely, too.
Holds him accountable, doesn't he?
Yep, well said.
Pass to Bazemore. And
let's just restart it because I think these new controls these new controls are holding me up. So I'm losing probably.
And the Magic start out with the ball. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court for Orlando, Payton and Oladipo, the explosive backcourt pair. Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. And it's Fournier in at the 3.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Payton kicks to Oladipo. For the 3. Can't hit. And Atlanta will come the other way. And Victor Oladipo, after a solid rookie campaign, really took it up a notch last season, even after missing Clark the first 9 games with that facial fracture.
I love this kid's gravitas. I mean, he's got a presence about him. His percentages improved across the board, field goal, 3-point free throws. But I like his work ethic and his confidence.
Now here's Payton. Rebounded by Korver. First quarter, just over a minute played. Now we go to Doris Burke, who spoke to Scott Skiles. Doris?
We talked about the keys to this game, and he singled out Paul Millsap as a player they've simply got to be mindful of. Coach told me he's always been an energy guy, someone you have to locate and box out every possession. But he's developed his offensive game to the point where he's more than just a hustle guy. He's also a scoring threat now, and a guy we can't leave open. They'll be watching him, Kevin.
All right, Doris.
In talking about Victor Oladipo's improvement, a lot of it has to do with his work ethic. Also his pregame film studies, something his college coach absolutely raved about. And all of that showed up for him big time last season.
So it's Atlanta now. After the miss from Vucevic, Millsap kicks to Horford. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Magic have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And, you know, back to Oladipo, we always talk about five-star phenoms coming out of high school. He was just a three-star guy. He's had to work for everything he's gotten, and I think that served him well. He's got a hunger and drive that you can't manufacture.
For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Teague against Payton. Teague can't hit.
Well, that's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on.
Here's Bazemore. Nice D from Oladipo.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
It's Oladipo on the wing. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And there's the defensive 3-second call. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Atlanta. Payton passes to Fournier. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
That's now 4 misses on their first 5 attempts. Still trying to find the rhythm and flow here offensively.
Here's Schroeder. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, it was a defensive issue for the Magic. They had trouble stopping opponents last season, guys. I mean, didn't really challenge anything at their own rim, and that's really what made it tough for them.
Now here's Payton. Picked by Vucevic. And Oladipo has it in the corner. Good on the 3-point shot. Oladipo's got 6.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
For the Magic, it's never a good sign to lead the league in getting dunked on. Last year that happened. They had that dubious honor, unfortunately.
You know, and in general, Kevin, I mean, the Magic were just poor on defense. I mean, they couldn't stop the 3. Second worst mark in the league at defending it. And overall, the 3rd worst field goal percentage against. So you know where their priorities were this past offseason.
Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Korver. And here's the fast break. Millsap leading the way. Bazemore gets the bucket. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Hawks.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
And so here's Orlando. After the basket by Atlanta. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Splitters checked in for Horford. Scott comes in for Paul Millsap. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Kent Bazemore. Hardaway is subbed in for Kyle Korver.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And what a year last year for the Hawks. And what a job they did in their division. So many people thought Washington or Miami would run away with the Southeast, but the Hawks took that division by storm.
For the Hawks, it was the first time they have won their division in 21 years. Hard to believe, Clark, given how often they're in the playoffs.
And, you know, the last time they won their division, it was when they were in the Central back in '94. Just another great moment for what was an incredible season for the Hawks last year.
And he can't hit the second.
And once again, last season, the Magic were near the bottom of the East. Only 15 wins for them against the rest of that conference. And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Clock at 6. Jennings wide open. Once again off the mark, Orlando. And the Magic have been a bit of a doormat for the East the last few seasons, it seems, Clark.
Well, we'll put some numbers on that for you, partner.
Yep.
They've finished in the bottom 3 each of the last 3 seasons. The plan is to collect talent, and they've done that, but it hasn't gelled or matured to the point of being consistent yet.
Here is Jennings following the bucket by the Hawks. Marble dishes to Nicholson and stolen by Scott. Here we go, one-on-one. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Schroeder, and it comes off the front of the rim.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Outside Jennings. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Jennings has got his first basket. Schroeder up top. Can't cash in from the high post. And that does it for the first quarter. Hawks lead by 5. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Second quarter beginning in just a moment. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Really active hands early on here as they're able to acquire several steals.
Well, they've really been aggressive, guys, on defense, and it's paid off, so why stop? Keep it up.
Horford is out there with Humphries. Then there's Hardaway. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Teague in at the point guard. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. The Magic trail by 5.
And for Chris Humphries, last year was a chance to sign with a playoff contender. The Wizards turned out to be even more than that, with the 4th best record in the East. And Humphries helped them to get there, averaging about 6.5 boards per game.
Teague against Jennings. High post try. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And the Hawks lead by 5.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Pass to Fournier. There's a good screen. Smith with a screen on Millsap. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fournier, that's for 2. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Millsap. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Yeah, now Horford really has become one of those elite two-way big men. And that's very rare. You look at most bigs in the NBA, they excel at either one end or the other, but this is one of those guys that does it all.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Scott Skiles said to his team. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Vucevic. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. They're not going to wait for halftime. They want those adjustments to have an impact right away. Over to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And Horford at 6'10", a natural power forward who's been pressed into duty at the center spot, but he holds his own on the low block.
He also does a really good job, Kevin, moving his feet and covering in space, covering the pick and roll. He's outstanding in that regard, which is important in today's game. He's got mobility and a high IQ. That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
Oh, wow.
This is a beautiful jam.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
Here's Fournier. Picked by Vucevic. And Oladipo, here we go. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. Elfrid Payton, he's checked in for C.J. Watson. The Hawks leading by 3. T kicks to Korver. Offline with his 3. The Magic have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Oladipo, the pass to Fournier. The wide open look here for Vucevic. From the high post, he drills it. Vucevic has got his first points of the game.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And here's Korver from the arc, and that one's good. Korver's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. The Hawks offense was a thing of beauty at times to watch last year. They really came together. They epitomized that term team so well.
You hit it right on the head. I mean, they knew how to find the open man. The ball always ended up in the right spot, and so many of their shots came from assists, second in the league in that category.
Well, I tell you what, the Hawks were terrific in so many different ways last year offensively. They led the league in catch and shoot points per game, and when you watch video, that's what stands out.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Splitter's checked in for Horford. Mike Scott comes in for Chris Humphries. Thabo Sefolosha is checked in for Paul Millsap. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Kyle Korver. Here's Schroeder after the made shot from Victor Oladipo. Payton outside. There's the pass to Hazanya. 11 feet away. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Now just a 2-point Atlanta lead.
Hawks also led the league in catch and shoot threes per game last season. They have a roster of guys that can knock it down with space and really made the most of it.
Now here's Scott. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Schroeder kicks to Splitter. He dishes it to Sefolosha. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. 1:25 left in the first half. Payton passes to Hazanya. Kicks it to Oladipo. There's the pick. Orlando moving the ball around. Here's Vucevic, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range. So I'd have to agree with you, partner.
Kent Bazemore's checked in for Atlanta. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Jeff Teague. Smith checked in for Orlando. Marble comes in for Oladipo. Here's Schroeder. Off on the layup. Orlando trailing here. Passes it to Hazanya. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Here's Hazanya. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
34 seconds left to play in the first half. Hardaway from outside. Rebounded that time, collected by Marble. Magic shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Nicholson. And he banks in the layup. And now a 4-point Magic lead.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Schroeder kicks to Hardaway. Pass to Splitter. Fades. And that one comes up a bit short.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there.
And so it's a close.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny. It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. They did give up a couple baskets more than they wanted to, and at the end of the period, were trailing by 5 points. They had a nice burst of energy once they got to the second quarter. And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
Some good numbers for Oladipo. He has 8 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
Here's who Scott Skiles is starting the second half with. Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. The backcourt is Payton and Oladipo. And it's Fournier in at the 3 spot.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
And Paul Millsap, guys, the only player to lead the NCAA in rebounding 3 straight seasons back in college. A former second-round pick, was kind of slept on, but now clearly making his mark in the NBA.
Oladipo dishes to Payton. Back to Oladipo. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Greg, you were talking about Millsap's ferocious rebounding. He battles inside, but Clark, he is so skilled.
Yeah, he's just really a good all-around basketball player. He can pass, handle, step out, and hit the 3. Very, very versatile. He makes an impact on the game a lot of ways. And for Victor Oladipo, guys, last season you saw him continue to make strides in this game. He has the build to be one of the best guards in the league, and he's on the right track right now. Very excited for his future.
Pick by Vucevic. Here's Fournier. Payton outside. Shot clock at 5. Fires from deep. Rebound by the Hawks. Millsap's got his 3rd rebound on the night. As you said about Oladipo, he has a bright future in this league after playing at Indiana, already stepping into the leader role with the Orlando Magic.
Yeah, and what I like most about his game and the way he plays is that he contributes really in every facet. I'll use a baseball term. He's a 5-2. I mean, he really does a little bit of everything well, and he can make a big impact even when his shot isn't falling, be it on the glass, with his passing, or his defense.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of basketball.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really I like the movement and communication there.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Payton passes to Fournier. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Fournier's got his 2nd basket.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Goes back up, and it's sent back by Horford. Outside Korver for the lead. You know what? And Orlando the other way now. Payton drives in. Jeff Teague with the rebound. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Right side Millsap. Lets it fly from 18. And he hits the jump shot. Millsap's got it all tied up now for the Hawks.
I mean, hey, Millsap's just showing us what he's got. He's making it look easy with that beautiful shot of his.
Picked by Vucevic. Payton kicks to Oladipo. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. And that's 12 points for Victor Oladipo.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Well, the Orlando Magic had a rough season last year. They managed to still be, though, competitive on the road.
You know, they really had one of those years where they just seemed to play better on the road, maybe more comfortable, not as much pressure. Almost half of their wins on the year came out of town.
It's Oladipo on the wing. There's the 3. Again, Oladipo missing. The Hawks trail by 3. Here's Bazemore, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious. You know, not many saw it coming last season with the Hawks. I mean, they just ran away with the Eastern Conference. It was the first time they took the East since 1994.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Splitters checked in for Horford. Scott comes in for Paul Millsap. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Kyle Korver. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for T. 6 on the shot clock. Marble's shot is off. And with the Hawks and the East, they just dominated the rest of the division. 39 of the Hawks' 60 regular season wins came in conference.
Yeah, and across the board, the Hawks statistically just dominated all Eastern opponents. They shot it better, played better defense, took better care of the ball. They are set up to be a factor in this conference for a long time.
Sefolosha misses. Magic shooting an ugly 27% since halftime. Marble kicks to Jennings. Three-pointer. The shot is off. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Here's Bazemore. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Orlando's gone into a slump here from three-point range. Shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Inside. Here's Marble. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Last season, Atlanta showed just how much fun a team can have playing team basketball, complete team effort. We use that word a lot. You don't see it much in the NBA, but boy, they epitomized it, Clark.
Yeah, they sure did. Refreshing to see a team do that well collectively without a real superstar. Just a solid group that understood their roles and played them perfectly.
Our backyard is flooded with water.
No good on that one.
And, folks, it's not like the Hawks didn't have talent. I mean, they did have 4 All-Stars last year. None of them voted in, however.
Atlanta making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in.
Oh, the tray is falling down. Ah, get on the cover. Ah. Just kidding, that's fake. Oh, that'd be really scary if the tree fell down there.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
You know, what shows you just how team-oriented the Hawks were last season was this stat. They never had anybody score more than 30 points for them in a game all season. Millsap had 30 points once early in the year, and that was the high mark for the team. They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
And the shot is good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Outside, Scott. He feeds it to Hardaway. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. So it's Orlando now. A 2-point game. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Marble, guarded by Hardaway. Feeds to Marble, takes a 3. Atlanta with the rebound. Scott's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Sefolosha, and it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. Now it's a 4-point Atlanta lead.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Jennings for 3, and that's not going to go. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Here's Fournier. We've got Teague. Chris Humphries is out there with Horford. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Millsap in at the 3 set. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Oladipo, good.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
The dish now to Horford from 12 feet out. It's hauled in by the Magic. Gordon's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Payton with the ball, picked up by Teague. Payton against Teague. Payton dishes to Oladipo. Shot clock at 6. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist by Oladipo. Oladipo's got 3 assists in the game. Millsap passes to Horford. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam.
And guys, this game won't be closer for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
There's the pick. The feed to Oladipo. Shoots a fader. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
Victor Oladipo really making a difference here.
He's on fire. And they needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hand.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Mike Budenholzer was discussing with his guys. He told them to stick with what's worked to this point, saying, listen, they're giving us all the space we need inside. Let's take advantage of it. Keep working the ball inside the paint.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Korver missing again.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
The shot by Payton, no good. The Hawks trail by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Oladipo against Korver, and that one hits back iron.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Oladipo, and he dunks it down.
Boy, he is such a ridiculous dunker.
High riser, no doubt about it.
Goodness, I mean, you come to expect plays like that from him, and folks, that never gets old. And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
This is to Fournier. 11 feet away. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The Hawks have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense
That's not a shooting
deterred them from those plans.
Well, it was a slow start to his rookie year for Payton, but he came along very strong.
Yeah, it looked really good for the Magic down the stretch. Even recorded his first triple-double. I think there will be more of those in his career.
He's off on the second.
He missed 2.
And guys, for Payton, so many were talking him up as the best point guard of the class early. But it's never easy to adjust to the NBA speed, and it just took him a little bit of time.
They set the screen. He kicks it to Fournier. Picked by Vucevic. Fournier dishes to Vucevic. Another miss by Orlando.
And guys, I think the next big step for Elfrid Payton is going to be getting his shot right. I mean, he has the tools to be an impact guard, but it's hard to create when you can't keep being honest from deep.
Pass to Fournier.
Keep on cheering, Kyle.
To the paint.
Come on.
Trying to find Vucevic. Heads it to him. Clark, neither team with a big advantage here in the fourth quarter.
5 times we've had the lead switch so far. I mean, back and forth we go.
And Clark, that could rise again before we're through.
And here's Korver from the arc. It's rebounded by Payton. Payton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
The Hawks trailing. And it's Korver off the drive. And Oladipo pulls it down.
That's a shooting
See him
foul.
missing dunks. But the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Fast break, here they come. Korver gets to Korver. To the left side wing. Teague, the pass to Millsap. Rebound by the Magic. Here's Fournier.
Miss another shot.
Payton kicks to Vucevic.
Get him.
Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Vucevic has got 6 here in this quarter.
Please, Porter.
There's the pass to Porter. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter. With the shot. They get the rebound. For the 3. Can't get it to go.
Come on.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
But they recover it. Kicks to Oladipo. Lets it go with a three. Shot is no good. And Atlanta will come the other way. Korver gets a wide open look. T dishes to Horford. A second chance effort. Sinks it. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
That was massive. You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
2-second difference between shot clock and
They're
game clock.
really gonna waste the time. Stupid.
Now here's Oladipo.
They're really stupid out there.
He dishes it to Vucevic. Baseline try. And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really, and
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Just because he wasted our time. That should have been a freaking too long.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Victor
Don't go
Oladipo.
anywhere, because I'm
Yeah,
going
that's
to make another
sensational
video
by shooting the ball
and defeat
over
them.
60%.
Okay,
Reminds me of
I'm a
myself.
little mad right
If
now.
you're shooting over 60%, you're playing
Here we go.
smart. You're being aggressive.
Bye. See you in a little, see you in a
What a
little bit,
spectacular
guys.
performance.
They don't.